Hello, kings and queens. How are we doing today? Let me turn down the music a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Where's our lighting look? Good. It looks okay. I've been thinking about I don't know, rethinking my like lighting setup. Because like most people just have like some sort of like light that shines directly on them. And I don't do that because I have glasses and I don't want like the glare. I know there's like a way that I could probably set it up so that there's no glare, but what I have instead, I just have like a white curtain right in front of right behind my monitors. And then I have two lights right next to me shining at the curtain. And then in theory, it should like bounce on me. It doesn't work because the current is not straight. It's kind of wavy. So like, I don't know. Things that I think about that I probably like shouldn't worry about, but I still do anyway because I have anxiety. But you know, it is what it is. Anyway, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's week is going a-okay. Mine, so far, pretty dandy, you know, significantly better than last week, but that's not saying much because last week kind of sucked, man. Yeah, you need like a real photographer's reflective thingy for that. Yeah, I do. And I mean, my desk is right up against the wall, and then there's a window right behind my monitors, you know, so like I don't know where the space for that would be. But you know what? That's a future me problem. I don't think I have to worry about that right now. But good morning, Natty. How's it going? Welcome. Hi, Brody. Good morning. How are you doing? Just open the window, fam. No, Natty. Don't you know anything about like streaming and video quality? Natural light is the killer of yeah, no, I agree. I do agree that natural sunlight is the best lighting, but it's not reliable. The sun is a fickle bitch, okay? You can't trust her. Also, the window behind my monitors is like on this side of my house. So it doesn't actually get like, well, it doesn't get any direct lighting. I don't know. Shit's weird. I'm gonna have to like figure it out. But I'm doing pretty good, honestly. If she opens the window, the Wi-Fi will escape. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, I have an Ethernet connection, so that's not a problem. Open my window, my 5G will escape. It will run away. We actually do have 5G, which kind of sucks because that means we get like no Wi-Fi connection upstairs. Who thought? Do you guys remember when like 5G was like picking up steam and everyone was like, oh my god, like this is the future, like this will change everything? But it's like literally like site based. The second there's a barrier, it stops fucking working. What's the point? That doesn't like, why did anyone think that that was like a crazy good idea when we exist in a society that like has buildings? I don't know. Like if we were an alien race of people that just like floated outside, maybe if we were like a mermaid society where we're all just like existing in water, like floating around each other with like no buildings or barriers of any kind, then yeah, maybe like 5G would be a great idea. But guess what? We're not a mermaid society. We're humans who value privacy. So like, what the fuck is the point? I remember all the people saying that and I knew better. I'm not gonna say I told you so. Don't say it. Because I knew. For some reason we still have it. I don't know who made that decision. I don't know if we had like a choice. But if anyone is to be blamed, it should be Alex and not me. Because I know for a fact that I didn't call the internet provider because I don't call anyone. And I also wasn't there when the guy was oh my god, I was there when the guy was installing it. Fun fact, that guy was an absolute bitch. The guy that like installed our like router and our Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. He was like the typical like dude that has that job, you know. Problem was that I am the stereotypical girl who like doesn't know shit because we had just bought the house, so like I didn't know where things were or whatever. And talking to this guy was like talking to a brick wall. Like he thought he was talking to a dog. So I don't know. It was a fun experience. You know how it is. All these technological advances, and yet they keep getting worse. Capitalism, I'm telling you. Can you not change the frequency it transmits on? You want tech support later? No, I'm pretty sure we also have like a let me check. Now I'm confused. Oh, well now it says I don't have, our Wi-Fi is not working. Bro, I don't know. There's like a different one. It's probably like 4G. It's probably not 3G. Does 3G still exist? That doesn't even sound good, like to say. Was that even a thing? Was that a fever dream? But anyway, yeah. Moral of the story is, dang it, Alex. Well, you gotta fuck shit up. Oh, he just texted me to say that you have a good stream. Frack. Thanks, Alex. Love you too. Anyway, let's put on some chapstick and let's play some disco, shall we? Nice. When in doubt, put on chapstick. Fun fact, I wasn't a regular chapstick user until I graduated high school. After high school, I started using chapstick. But before that, this girl was a chapstick denier. There we go. Perfect. All right, mute music. There we go. Are all the sounds working? I think so. Woo! Most WAPs, wet-ass pussies, if they can transmit at a higher frequency, can lower their frequency too. Ooh, I didn't know that WAPs could lower their frequency. Might have to try that on mine. Don't know what that would do. Speaking of frequencies, whoever decided to make routers work on a frequency close enough to that of a microwave is a dick. So many times Wi-Fi is just killed because I wanted to make food. Yeah. I don't know anything about science like that, but when I had my Corsair Virtuoso wireless headset, it was very inconvenient to go downstairs and open the fridge or microwave anything, because it would go blah, 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 and die. Hold on. We haven't played this game in a minute. I'm confused. We did almost just die, yes? Hi, Kim. Okay, nothing there. We were exploring that weird room, yes? And then we got sad because we found a note because a couple of friends showed up and they told us that I needed to like check out my notes a little bit better. Oh wait! Hold on, I'm sorry, let me go back. I needed to use the headlights of the car on my notes to like reveal something. Let me do that real quick. No, stop. That shouldn't be happening if your microwave is properly insulated or if your router is more than a few feet away. Damn, Natty's out here. You're like, actually, that's wrong. Tools. Here. Ledger of failure and hatred?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
I'm confused. Hold on.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out...
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Oh my god. Return, you start.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
Press the button labeled
The
headlights.
lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
Beautiful.
There you go. I'll turn.
Nice. Perfect. Let's go over here.
As
Nice.
you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
Continue.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice. He's so cute. I love him. Brody's gonna grow a third penis because his microwave isn't properly insulated. But Mike started giving us a certain amount of leeway for escaped waves. Man, Brody, maybe you're doing the microwave thing on purpose. Have you ever thought about that?
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro perforations.
Look at this shimmering street grid. Look at the
There are
perforation.
many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different
The
rows.
first row has 18 dots.
Okay, not bad. What about the next one?
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them
There are
individually.
so many, it's hard to count. More than 150, at least. Maybe even 200.
What about the last
The
row?
last row has 3 perforations.
3. That's it?
That's it.
Look at the shimmering
The
street grid.
rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around you.
Brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. In the middle of a broken plaza, in a cone of light, barely visible in the daytime, 2 men, one slim, the other sturdy. They are on the city stage, but only one of them knows his lines.
Oh, shivers. So poetic, always. Can always count on him to, like, paint the scene.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this?" Point to the halogen
Let
map.
me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
His finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. Seems nice. Seems like a shithole. I'm sure I've seen worse. Seems nice.
No, it does not.
Okay, Kim. Can never win with you, man. Hey, Kim, what do these holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Son, here is where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good.
Oof. I don't know if my morale can take
The
any more
first row
hits.
represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Wait, 18 years I've done this. Got drunk like a mega star. I walked the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. I'm not gonna go for that one. I was a hobo and I lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Do you really think I have any idea?
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This
Boom.
next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got...
Oh my god, he's gonna be impressed.
Wow, more than 200.
Is that a lot?
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
I thought we were useless. See, Kim, I told you I was a superstar cop. I used to be good. That's some solids, I guess. What's the last number? I like number
Right.
2.
Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
Oof, I've murdered 3 people.
Confirmed kills. That sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling.
That's not... Is now a good time to pour one out for the fallen? Ah! So I'm a killer.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way.
Thanks, Kim.
There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. Of course he wouldn't. He's a true officer of the law.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Used to be. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Damn, way too like... That's not something you ask in casual conversation, no? How do you handle the strain? Yeah, how do you?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
Gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby?
Anything's better than annihilating yourself with drugs and alcohol.
What if my hobby is to be a super duper superstar?
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Thanks for this.
The
Conclude.
lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
I'll go turn off the lights.
He presses a remote control on the key.
You can now see
Perfect.
your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
We did it. Okay. Superstar Cop 4. Apocalypse Cop 1. Sorry Cop 6. Boring Cop 1. Communist 5. When was I communist? Maybe I'm just like... Maybe me as a person, I'm just kind of communist, and so I just like gravitate towards those answers. I don't know. Fascist 0, I'll take that as a win. Ultra liberal 2, moralist 3, good cop, bad cop 13. What does that mean? I did both? Honor 0, people killed 3, case of self 216, years in service 18. Damn. I ultra liberal. That sounds fun. I like being ultra liberal. Let's strive for that one, shall we? Now let's go back to that basement area that we were at and keep staring at that ice bear fridge, shall we? Communism? I'm calling the police. No, we're in a communist society, okay? More like capitalism. I'm calling the police. Let's go. Hello everyone. I'm back. Sorry about the jump scare earlier. It's funny that I got like 5 communist things when I've like very specifically been trying not to be too much of a communist. But I think it's because like I'm like pro unions and that's like communist in this game. The wall collapse is accessible now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Oh no. And what is this thing? Is it a furnace? We already know it's a furnace. Be smart. Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
Gasp.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really?
He looks up at the ceiling.
See if someone's upstairs.
Hey, nice. See, I'm following my policing detectiving instincts. Yes, there we go. Smear your hands with coal. Kick it with your foot. What? Why are these my options? Okay, I'll ask the stupid question.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Okay. Smear your hands with coal, I guess.
A rich layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Okay, sorry. I just got stun locked by these options. Like, first of all, what? And second of all, if I do this, am I gonna have coal smeared on my face for the entirety of the day? It's 9:30 a.m. How is that a good idea? But it sounds fun. Let's do it.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
I don't know, Kim. I'm the reincarnation of an ancient Elmaran warrior. Do I double down? I double down.
Please wipe your face clean, officer.
Oh, I authority him? 83% chance? Let's fucking do it.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It'd
Go.
be foolish to remove them.
We're exploring this dark place and I need the protection my war paint affords.
And this protects you.
This is traditional war paint. It will grant me safe passage with the spirits that guard this place. It gives me confidence and that's all that matters, Kim. It's the truth.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
He stubbornly looks away from you and the furnace. Kick it with your
A
foot.
hollow ring goes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
That's it.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Gaze upon me, stuff in despair. No, I'm just a disempowered individual trying to take my disempowerment out on everyday objects. Yeah, I rip shit apart. A pain threshold. I don't want to do this. I don't have any heals. Number 2.
Look, there's a discarded milk carton on the floor. Why don't you destroy that, too?
Good idea. Fuck you, milk carton. This is all your fault. No, I actually feel sorry for the things I've destroyed. I'm sorry, milk
You're
carton.
right. That's definitely not the behavior of a destroyer at all. That's just severe anger management problems and a disregard for property rights.
Yep, that's who I am. A disgrace. Ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Ooh, let's do that in a minute. Frozen ice maker that's still running. Ooh, nice. Oh, heals! Thank God.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Why would I want to unplug? Let's not do this right now. I don't think I want to unplug anything. Intercom wires run into the breaker box. Insane mesh tank top. +1 trauma, clinically insane. Where did you even get that one? No, really, who put that in the drawer? No further comments. Wear it at your own risk. I'm good. I'm not doing that. I'm good. Thank you, though. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperative. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. What?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine a light on the hidden compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Definitely. I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim. Inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
Interesting.
Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
I only have the one option, so this one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Ah, interesting. The lieutenant notes with approval. His eyes are gleaming. Oh, he's such a materialistic little boy. I love him. Where are we? Look around the secret room. What does this mean? A rifle. Let's do like, where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period.
That makes sense.
Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
And then what does this mean? A rifle
There
here.
are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Okay.
He likes this find.
Ooh, nice. We love when he likes things. All right, let's mess with this. See what's up.
2 cables are
Unplug the giant red
electric
cable.
sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Unplug the black cable.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's the red one. Because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason. Yeah.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing.
I'm gonna re-plug in the ice bear.
Somewhere in the dark, a giant
Now let's see if there's anything we can do with this now that it's off.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Turn the ice cream
Turning
crank.
the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
The fuck, inland?
What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar?
No, electrochemistry. For the first time ever, I can agree with you.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Okay.
Equip the pry bar by
yep.
going to the tools
Why-
tab in your inventory. From there,
Wha-
you can equip it to a held slot.
Why did they need to tell me 3 different times? Like, I get that my character is like supposedly dumb, but like I'm not like actually dumb, you know?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice
Fiber not strong
slowly
enough.
melting. The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
What is
You
this?
see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Advanced. Where do we
I
get
have
one?
no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough.
Too mighty enough. Oh god, we're so dramatic. I love it. Money. I see their window, people's feet shuffling on the street. Oh, right next to the beach, huh? Interesting. Oh, would you look at that? Maybe I put this away, right? I don't need that. Composure. How do we feel about that? Savoir faire. Composure. What are my current shoes like? Oh, never mind. My current shoes are incredible. I love them. Can I tell you about the adventure I just went on? Little girl?
Hello again, sir.
Nope. Okay. I have a gun now. I don't know what that means. Yellow plastic bag. Right. This plastic bag has fright. Sick. Written on it in a dynamic, forceful manner that implies great prices. As you crack it open, a multi-gust of air flies in your face. Smells of yeast and beer. The perfect place for a tear. Equip this to collect tear from the streets. Alright. Plastic tear. Oh, nice. I'm working now. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I love collecting trash. Kim, you're in my way. Please. I'm trying to collect the plastic and save the planet. While making money. Oh. Wait, I love this? There's so much trash. My god, I'm single-handedly gonna make this town, like, beautiful. Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for plastic and trash. Please let me touch it. Thank you. So much money. Oh, fucking Cindy. I forgot about her. Alright, let's check out our tasks, right? Tuesday. Is it Tuesday right now? Day 2? I'm gonna assume it's Tuesday. You told Lena Morel is missing because of a broken water lock. She's still worried he hasn't come back. Let Morel know if you see him. Alright, maybe let's go down. Well, no, because the water lock we can't do until Wednesday. So I'm not sure why this says... Oh, because that's when we talk to her in the morning. Okay, I'm dumb. Don't even mind me. You need to find 20 Royale. I'm working on it. Equip a complete volumetric shit compressor thought. Interesting. Well, we're working on this one. So we can't do that yet. Track down your badge. Can't do that. Who put the clothes in the trash? Who else has unauthorized access to the whirling trash? Find this person and you'll know who tampered with the scene. It might take a while. Keep searching for the collar despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Find a way into the secret passage. Ooh, I remember that. Visit apartment 28 sometime after 9 p.m. to see if there's anyone home. Okay. The hangover feels really bad. You have to take the edge off. Find a bottle of alcohol, put it in your hand, equip it in the health magic. No, I'm not doing that, but thanks. I appreciate you for that. Hi, ma'am. Good morning.
Give me a moment.
Nothing new, huh? Okay. That's fine. Yep, nothing going on here. What about whomever lives here? Do we know anything about this person? They're still not in here.
A plaster cast.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Strange. Right. Nothing here. I'm trying to remember, like, what things we had daily checks for. And I don't really know. Can we talk to this scary lady? Nope. We cannot. Something, like, over here that we could do. Oh, this. Nope, that's locked. That's fine. Oh, I wonder if we can make that jump now. I feel like there's been a lot of character development since the last time that I tried to jump to go get my jacket. Maybe today I'm a little bit less of a pussy and I'll actually make it. So let's try that. Hi, hello. It's hard, you know. Just so hard sometimes. How's my favorite mailbox doing?
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with...
Doing great. Perfect. Beautiful. I wish I knew how to get to the balcony. Hey, friend.
Oh, does Kuno care?
Do we have any other stuff?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
Kim, help me out here. What do we do? No, I don't want to talk to Kuno. He scares me.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below.
One of these days. One of these days. Stupid ass shack. We go upstairs. There we go. And now, let's see if we can make the jump.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Savoir-faire. I have stuff for that. Hold on. Clothes. No, that's negative. Never mind. I was wrong. Oh, I don't want to fucking die, so... kill me. Whatever. Grown-ass man, by the way, and you can't make that jump? How pathetic do you... like, how... oof, no. It's okay, Lucy. It's okay. Not everyone is as useful as you. It happens. Let's see how much money we've already collected from the trash. Ooh, more trash. Oh, that's not real trash. That's just decorational trash.
tear machine stand, your bottles clunk into the machine, and the
420.
with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. You're 100% sure you got special hobo cop money for that tear. At least 100% extra tear money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
I agree.
Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
No, I don't want to.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol there, in the...
No, not that. So someone did buy my gun. My gun got pawned by me. Yes. And then someone bought it. A lady, a young lady, that I'm assuming with absolutely no evidence that is actually Cindy, because I hate her.
This found eight.
But again, I have no evidence of it, and I've walked up to her, and apparently I can't just like accuse her of having my gun. So we're still wondering. I'm in debt.
What are wondering, man? How can I
Nothing new there. Okay. This door is probably still closed. Yes, this makes sense. I don't really have the HP for that. You know what I mean? Like, I worry about that. Welcome back, Natty. What about you? Do you have anything useful to say?
Right to work! Right to
What is the strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
How come you're built like a brick shit house? But the other scubs are so scrawny.
I work hard, and I would work even harder if the fuckers would let us work!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Ooh, I like it. I gotta ask, where exactly are
What's
you
it
from?
to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every single syllable. Curiosity, going to figure out this strike mess. Routine, part of the investigation. I thought you looked real familiar for a second there. Ooh. Number 3 is gonna make him shit his pants, I bet. Let's do that one.
No, don't think we've met before.
His eyes narrow
help
with
out
mistrust.
The people.
I already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I freaking a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know. Sweet, I know bars. Been thrown out of several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar. I don't really drink, but work has taken me to some. Which one was it? I can't get away with this one, right? Like, it's obvious that I drink. Oh shit, I don't like any of these options. These all out me as a fucking idiot.
Worked at Territorial.
Ring a bell? Yeah, I think I've been there. Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well. Never heard of it. Are you lying? Ooh. Ooh, do we call that bluff? He's definitely lying, right? I worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? No. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a
He squints at you. A little spark of violence gutters in his eyes, then he blinks and turns to his men. Interesting.
Work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I wasn't done asking questions. Ooh. Excuse me, I had further inquiries. No, I like number one. You know, nice, assertive.
Things are busy enough. You going to waste less of my time?
We'll see.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
What exactly is your goal
We
here?
were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel.
And you're telling me that you can't, like, just... Why? And we need to get this guy to fist fight Knucklehead over there.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Have you considered storming in, like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
Ooh, racist.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw, a perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. Interesting. Oh, Poppins! Good morning, how's it going? That's very, very interesting. All of that, very interesting. Hey, bitch boy. No, nothing new. I'm gonna go buy some heals and see if we can take on Mesherhead real quick.
A small cabinet on the wall is
Going
filled
decent, how
with
about y'all?
various
I'm doing pretty good.
medicines, nasal
So
spray,
far, so good.
and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, here. I hope Saint. Okay, here.
Okay, here. Okay, here.
Here.
One more.
Okay, here.
Oh, leaf. Perfect. And then I heal once, and then we go talk to Mesherhead. Maybe I pull out my rifle and tell him to get out of the fucking way. No, that's too spicy. I'm not gonna do that. I'll for sure backfire. Anything that I do in this game backfires. It's crazy.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
What do? What do? I feel like I already tried this one. It didn't really work. Mañana's hint. Yeah, like I could just grovel, right?
Ask what kind of races there are first. Classification is core to this stuff.
Mesherhead, I am new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races are there.
Do you?
The lieutenant looks at you, whisper, this is for the thing. Oh no, wait. I don't want Kim to think that I'm racist, but... By whisper. Let's try this.
The lieutenant looks toward the harbor's electronic door, and then to you. He lets out an audible sigh.
So done with me.
You are obviously a liberal, Sailorite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on?
Hey.
Those are the Simonese, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals, excluding the Maun, of course. The Maun are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant. a common result of inbreeding.
I'm sorry that we have to sit here and listen to this guy, okay? But it's for a good
Their
cause.
receding genetic pool has led the Mound on reprehensible street parades in Mound cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their hats.
Okay, got it. Who are type A then, in your view?
Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina, the ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea, the Suren of Sur-la-Clé, and even the North Königsteiners, all have type A race propensities. The other large Mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem.
He draws his finger across his face.
Overproduction of sebum. Sebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat-based food, which in turn only produces more sebum.
And who are the Seminese and the
As
Arabites?
proven by the Mound and the Mesk, Occidental type A is in retrograde. The Seminese and the Areopagite are on the ascent.
Continue receiving wisdom. Do you see that? Sure. Yeah, definitely wisdom, this one. What's the difference between the Seminese and the
The
Arabites?
Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Seminese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls.
He falls silent, contemplating the beauty and the mystery.
The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Simeno-Areopagite or Simeopagite super race. That is all. There are no more type A races in the world.
Nature was not capable of more.
Okay, let's go for type B, guys. We got this.
They are the unheroic races, amorphous non-competitors of the great race. The Khoikos and the Vacholier, they are mud-colored people.
Ooh,
To an untrained eye, the Khoiko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct muddy color, and so is their skin. Unhealthy, sweaty, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the grad people have undergone for drinking al ghul and smoking the degenerate tobacco herb and for eating potato.
and for eating potato. I'm sorry, guys. If you eat potato, then you are an inferior race. It's just that simple, don't you know?
The Khoiko, the countless micronationalities au grade, are all inexplicably obsessed with potad.
Potat.
The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba.
And the Vacholiers you mentioned?
The Vacholians, halfway between type A and the racial cauldron. Two mixed to know right from wrong. You tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000-year history on this planet.
Alright, what about the vile CF race cauldron of pederasty,
Tips,
please?
CF are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me.
Yes, better not go into it.
It would be cruel to entertain ourselves with their deformities. Were there any able-bodied races you needed education on?
Now that we've been through all the types, do I understand advanced race theory?
You understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it.
Oh, God. We could just shoot him, yes? Like, I feel like that would be beneficial to the world as a whole. How do I word the mystery? Except... Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want to accept anything from this guy. Right? Like, I want to pretend like I'm vibing with him, but I don't want the game to lock me into vibing with him, if you know what I mean. But if I do, will you let me into the harbor if I do? That just gives up my entire shtick. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, how do I word the mystery?
You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly.
Let's discuss something else.
I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss,
Kim.
Vasholian. Your love for disco music and venereal disease?
Kim, what do you think about
I
this?
think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist will be the really good one.
How do you know there will be a next racist? I like the previous racist better, actually. I really do too. Yeah. You know? He seems surprised at your choice of racist, but then slowly nods.
That is understandable. The previous racist was probably an Occidental and did not prove a real adversary.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
Ugh, why are you not with the Hardy Boys? Let's go over that funky race classification again. Yeah, why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
You're all part of the union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonees. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Do I? Let's fucking try it. Wha-bam! Is this ever gonna work?
It has happened again. The Titan has your fist locked in his hand, and he's twisting it.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are
Help!
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
the words to the song have changed?
Oh, wait. This is perfect. I will grovel. I am a violent drunk.
Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Please, stop doing this. You are...
No, please. Why does it say... it always says I have, like, 83% chance, and then it never works. Why does this game do this to me? Oh, that's bad luck? I don't think it's bad luck. I don't think it's supposed to work. I don't know why they keep giving me the option. I can't help myself. I try it every time. Fudge, dude. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'll sooner shoot him than subscribe to whatever tomfoolery he's on about. Oh, I hate that guy. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
Oh, I want to squeeze his neck. Fuck. All right, we have an ad starting in about 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. I'm back. All right. We ain't doing that. That's not gonna work. Oh, hey, my boy. How's it going? I have some money now.
On these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100%.
No.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
I don't really know. I don't really know. Let's just keep collecting trash. Keep making money. Yeah, I feel like tomorrow is when we're gonna have a lot of stuff to do in game, because we'll be able to go to the other side of the like bridge thingy that's like broken right now, so that's good. So right now there isn't really much. Well, I'm sure I'm forgetting like significant details, but you know, it is what it is.
Billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted.
Interesting. What is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
All right, let's try this. 42%. Ominous daredevil feeling. Let's try. Let's reconstruct. Please.
Just some tasteless advertising at the bottom of a canal. No use rubbernecking now.
Never mind. It is what it is. Can't do anything with this either.
This panel usually closes the water. Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then nothing happens.
Yep.
A spring bring wasn't
we knew
there
that.
a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday.
Yep. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. I was just trying. I was just having fun with it. Let's talk to this guy, see if he has anything that I could buy.
Hello again. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask about my missing gun again.
Sure thing.
Wait, I sold you my gun.
With Kim here too. That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Yeah, he probably has a good reason for that.
Sure, man.
I figured.
You see rows of toys. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Buy something nice. A figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
Inland Empire. I shouldn't trust him? Volition? What are we... Inspect the figurines and rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Point at the figurines and rags. Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
That's sad. It's meant to give people hope even we can do it. The contrast is meant to be disheartening as it ought to be. It is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. That's my friend Garte, whose bitch it made me. No, I like the first one. It's meant to give people hope.
Maybe.
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is.
Respect the blue uniforms.
All blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Wait, this looks like Rene, the old guy who was playing the tank.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflaged.
Wait, the blue figurines are these royalist soldiers.
Ah, though. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Children be like, am I right?
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
What are they?
From the Nigerian nights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
You don't say, Kim.
A long time ago.
Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad. Most of them are just broken toys.
Bro, I can't even pick out a cool toy. What's wrong with me? Like, truly.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table.
Is that a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
Where did you get this?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him.
I admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
He pauses, studying the light. How much for the street light?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
Are you out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep. 700 sounds about right. I imagine it wasn't easy sawing off that street lamp. Oh! Maybe number 2. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light became suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Interesting.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Welsh,
Mine,
stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Shopkeep, this stereo-approved machine here.
It's a Harmon Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Only 12? What I really want to know is, could this device come handy in my police work? Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
He doesn't seem like the type to not like music. What I really want to know is, could this device come in handy in my police work?
Police work means playing tapes? Sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Do we have a tape?
Like a beach party, with sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
I'm not saying that to Kim. Thanks for clearing that up, bro.
Sure.
Alright, now talk to me about yourself.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Never mind. I guess it doesn't let us. That's cool. Whatever. We continue onwards. Oh, you know, we can talk to the what's her name? The bookstore lady about the haunted house that she has behind her shop. You bitch ass lady.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
I don't know what I was thinking barging in like that. Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme
I
measures.
suppose over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about? It's just a door.
A door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Oh, sorry, I didn't know about the curse. But I thought the curse wasn't real. Yeah, you told me the curse wasn't real.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman.
She shrugs, visibly dejected.
You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
The entity? No, I don't think so. Of course, the entity. Close your eyes. I didn't see her, but I sensed her presence. Ooh, I go along with it? Okay. I like that.
You did? Then it has to be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney?
The chimney! You mean the chimney that's part of the central furnace? I heard voices coming from there.
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there.
Okay, so there's a very real, non-evil spirit entity lady living upstairs. Got it.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
Interesting.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
I always do.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this.
I was gonna say, it's weird that he's like down to clown with this. I have a few more questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Why didn't you just tell me right away about the right away it's the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Of course.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
Oh, hi Misty. Interesting. She knows that this strange cage-like trinket on the curtain.
Wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Interesting. Is your pendant part of the wards as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
Nice. That sounds illegal.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
15%? What about the wards on the back door? Are these Simonese as well? And how does the curse manifest itself?
It's so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's a curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Did his voice just crack? Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
You don't think you using witchcraft to compel people to buy books is a bad business practice?
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Strange, I felt wanted too. What does that mean? What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Okay, what about the words on the back door?
Yes, The Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
All right.
The woman before you scanned.
That's cool. Let's go yell into the furnace. Oh wait, I can talk to Kim. Hold on. What's up, my boy? Wait. Wait, I don't have my flashlight on? Am I gonna die? There you go. Oh, Kim was like, put that flashlight on. We're gonna get fucking killed by the spirits if you don't turn that on. That's so funny. I wonder what this has to do with that lady that we talked to on the intercom outside.
A layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
+1 war painted your face. Oh, I love it. And +1 kick the furnace. It was all worth it. Yell hello into the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease.
Then you hear a woman's voice answer.
Awaken the entity.
This is the police. Who's there? I summoned the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the 2nd floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Oh! I'm so interested! Oh! Ooh! Wait, trash? Hold on, I have to grab the trash. Postcard? That's not trash. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes. Overhead, the ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist. Vapor rises from the delta on which the district was built. Wow, I read that really awful. The postcard is prepaid. That's fun. Yeah. Shoe in a puddle of melting snow. Interesting. Ooh. Hello. This tray is full of dice. Colorful polyhedral dice. Hundreds of them. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Oh, it's a nerd.
Hello. I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Interesting.
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Interesting. She might know things. Okay. Hold on. What do you mean by Milius?
Yes, a Milius is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
Oh, hey, Daddy. Have a good session. I hope it goes well. Love you. Bye. Bounce the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed. I must have missed you knocking.
You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Oof, do I go along with this?
As she speaks, Her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong.
Interesting. Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer. I need to ask you some questions. Ooh. I don't know. Squint your eyes mysteriously. This one's so funny. But this one says not interested in buying dice right now. Maybe later.
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you then?
This person means you or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
Nice. A good person. I like to see that. How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Okay. What do you know about the man who was lynched? I don't know, that feels intense, like right off the get-go. Where are we anyway? What is this place?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
Interesting. She looks at the ruddy brick that makes up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there. We're literally inside the chimney right now. That's crazy.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
That is a big plus, that's true.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room, its ceilings fading into shadows above. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people called it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Wait, how do you explain what happened to all of those companies then? Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's why I'm here to investigate. Nah, I like the first one. Gotta keep shouting out the fact that she's exploiting her daughter.
Right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the Whirling Rex is part of the doomed commercial area. That's interesting. It's a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. Now the Whirling Rex isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off and customers have trouble paying bills. It's me. I'm the customer. Maybe the first one.
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
Yes, but it's still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach.
And then there is me.
She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. Oh, I did like that one. The curse will get you too. Plaisance does think that you're the source of it.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress? What about you, officer? Do you think I'm the malignant entity?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
You are right.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
I don't really give a fuck about what she likes. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the world and in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Okay.
The window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try and come up with an example. Hi, Misty. Why are you making the rounds today? No, don't go behind my monitors. Be a darling and don't do that. Well, don't hiss at me. Go. 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 No, don't attack me. Go. Oh, she's mad at me now. Hopefully she doesn't attack me.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She fell off the table.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off the work to look out the window? Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Okay. But again, did you not look out the window?
But in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Okay, I see. Thanks for your answers.
Anything else, officer?
Do you know what happened to the other
More
tenants?
or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Wow. I mean, there's a lot of options. I found the builder's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
Okay. A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company called Slipstreams SCA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
First, it wasn't Plaisance. I know her and would have recognized her voice.
Right. But did this person say anything?
She said she was from the Tricentennial Electric.
Tricentennial Electrics?
Hold on. Misty's losing her mind. I'll be right back. What a girly that one. She can't just sit still. There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
Oh god.
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
No, it was something else. Something eerie.
Pranks can be eerie.
She looks as if she's still convinced there's nothing to be worried about.
The kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
You're telling me the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the Whirlwind and Rex. It's a part of the same complex building. I saw the name East Delta Pinball on the doorbell.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, floriography, trick-track, especially pinball.
What's with this pinball slander?
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Okay. I guess we feel strongly against pinball.
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
Sure, I'm listening.
There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
She tucks a strand of hair under the headscarf. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Oh, lovely. And who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
He looks out the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
You are right about that. How did the community project work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
What the fuck?
You should have known it.
Shut up.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows?
This one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed?
Who ever would have ever guessed?
They never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's no, I'm not gonna ask that. It's a shame about those windows, so I'm not even going to ask about the milieu.
Don't.
Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
You found another one of the places I never found. You're too good. Wait, you never found this place?
But what drugs exactly?
Let it pass.
Anything else?
I found creepy
There
mannequins.
used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
What? Insect rights activists?
The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Interesting.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
Of course.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Oh, well that's sad. But insects don't have any brains or feelings. They got what they deserve. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects.
Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
That's a weird feeling. How did you get up there? So you know the basement with the ice bear fridge? There's the furnace. And if you lean into the furnace, you can hear voices talking. So then I went back to the shopkeeper lady, the bookstore keeper lady, and I told her about it. And she was like, it's the evil entity that's haunting this place. You need to like go confront it or whatever. So I was like, sure. And then Kim was like, yeah, let's go do that. He was like really interested for some reason. So I went down to the furnace and I yelled into it. And I had high rolls because I put war paint on my face and I kicked the furnace. And then this lady answered and I was like, hey, like, where are you? What's going on? Who are you? And she was like, I can't hear you. I opened the curtain. So I went back upstairs to the second floor and a whole area that was closed off before was open. So that's how I got up here. What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you.
That our curse.
The lieutenant is stern. Oh, what the fuck? I must have filled the role and forgot about it. No. Oh, that sucks.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
Interesting. That's so cool though. Yeah, it was nice to be able to come up here. So you see the window that's right next to her? It looks directly onto the backyard where the body is. Apparently she like hasn't like seen anything. So that's not useful, but it's still interesting.
I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
I found a strange machine.
Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face. Oh.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
Usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chatting behind her curtain on a cigarette break.
They seem to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Interesting.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
I agree.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
That's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic
The
desk.
dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Alright, what about their other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
You right. I know a girl just like that. She works in Fritt as a cashier and she's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravenshaw ICT.
Wow.
And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually,
this is so much lore.
Price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Not solemnly. It's the market doing its job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. The bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared, like I could become alive at any moment.
Maybe. Because the taxidermist who made the bear definitely wasn't. Doing his job, I mean.
What do you mean?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherian.
Megatherian?
Megatherian. A mega wild beast.
What's a mega wild
It's
beast?
an imaginary beast that guides you through life.
A spirit animal?
Telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Oh, I see.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved.
Shut the fuck up.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Grab your necktie and mumble, not now, you beast.
What?
Do you ever feel like your vision beast is trying to blackmail the fun out of you? Nothing. Cough and let go of the tire?
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the morning light. Her eyes follow it idly.
Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps?
I have more questions about the intercom.
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you want to
I was wondering about the Whirling and Rex as a part of the same building complex.
Both houses were built at the same time and under the east.
We do know that.
The Whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Doom commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Okay, so I think we're good running with these
I hope
questions.
it clarified things a bit. What else?
I have more questions about this building. Do I? No, I don't.
I hope it clarified things a bit. What
Why
else?
hasn't her business failed?
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
No,
She has been
we're not taking off our clothes.
the 15th Indo tribe.
Ooh! Fun!
Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indo tribe was your Indo tribe, set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
Scary. The 10 cents for every green orb clicked. Learning cap for savoir-faire increased to 6. Cool. And now we can learn volumetric shit compressor. Unlock a new slot to research the thought. Bitch. I need to level up. Alright. Let's go level up, shall we? There's nothing over here. Oh yeah, let's talk to the lady. Tell her that she's fucking crazy. The bookstore lady. She should just be better at her job and then she wouldn't have issues like selling books. Miss Ma'am, you suck.
What have you found?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
Novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
She looks perplexed.
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth?
Do I give a fuck?
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. You've come this far, you know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
She says there's no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. Lie. The source? The Tarxida? No, honestly, I don't have an answer yet. There still leads to be followed. Like, there's another entity, more malignant, pulling the strings in Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will cross paths with it. Can I just tell her that she's just a fucking idiot and she needs to get better at doing her job? I don't like that first one. What do you mean too many inconsistencies? That's not what she said, is it? I guess I'll play along.
Third order presence, yes.
She lets go of the pendant.
Dark relief washes over her.
I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in public.
She gestures for you to be silent.
Everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you.
He performs an X-shaped cross on her chest.
This has been absolutely educational. If we happen on the third presence in our travels, we will certainly come back to tell you.
Yes, the venture continues in other waters, darker waters.
Should we get out of here before the vortex collapses?
Fucking Kim, dude. Oh, he's so funny. He's so funny and done with me. But did I get, oh, I didn't. I need more experience points. Let's do authority. He's been doing good. He's been doing good. He deserves to be more powerful. All right. Let's see. You. Is there anything I can say to you? What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
He reverts her attention to the worn out paperback. Phenomenal. Good, good.
It is.
I'm a police officer.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Good then. You look super. Do you need any help from a policeman?
This citizen thinks she can do without your assistance. Don't buy it. They all need help.
Does she?
Help her by carrying things? Maybe she needs a weightlifter. Maybe she needs you to fight her husband. No, that's not it.
Watch her browse
Her
books.
hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking.
All right, that's it.
Woman before you.
That was completely useless. Good job, everyone. All right, I guess there's really nothing else to do but confront the people in here. Right? You were being mean to me earlier.
Nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his
So
beer.
ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a finance buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike your socialites. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions.
Let's.
What's your role in all
Like
this?
I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
What if I want to talk to you and not
what
Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
She was so much nicer yesterday. What
I
happened?
saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it.
That's true.
You'll not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
Good. Pinches Tendangos, he goes. There's a bowl. Photos of men in overalls, starting guns, union placards. Bushes out the window.
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. The men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. You're not so sure about that. Somehow you just know there's something out there behind the glass.
Yeah. The backyard, maybe? Huh. Perception sight is not time yet. Okay, revert your gaze. Alright, let's chat, Titus.
This is where you say your bit.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
He's used to giving orders and having them obeyed immediately. You should not indulge him.
I will not.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. First, we need to talk about your attitude. And we need to talk about the man hanged out back. I mean, we do need to talk about that, but... They don't say anything strategy. It's a legitimate strategy. But is it time to use it? What's this? This is where you say your bit. And then authority was like, don't indulge him. So I'm gonna be silent.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Cross your arms.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
The little guy looks at his mates in disbelief.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
Lieutenant turns to the broad-shouldered man at the end of the table. We need to talk about the hanged man out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Why are they being weird?
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
He slaps his forehead.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Shut up.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Okay.
Questions? To hell with that. Get right up in the big dick's face. Physical confrontation.
No, I don't think I'm gonna do that. The man in the backyard, did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
You're involved. Somehow. I just don't have proof yet. Why would I want to say that?
Well, maybe you should just fuck off then.
Don't worry. We are resourceful. We'll find a good topic for us to discuss.
Scan the room.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut. You're gonna get a good head count here. Just
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy.
Shouts this scrawny rat-faced man, 2 teeth missing in the front. Shanky.
Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner with a plectrum hanging from his neck.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Sarmasian.
You're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Okay, picture what?
Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these.
Ooh, that's enough? Interesting. I've talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna have to sit on that one and think about it. Let's do a quick ad break and I'm gonna go get a snack. I'll be right back. I am back. Alright, so we've got a really important choice ahead of us, which is what to say. Now, I don't think that taking an aggressive step closer is a good idea. I don't see how that would be good ever. But what did Kim say? Don't worry, we're resourceful. We'll find a good topic for us to discuss. Yeah, so the topic here is, guess what? I've come up on something incriminating, right? I'm not sure, because I don't really have, like, evidence, but I did talk to Joyce, who told me what happened, basically, right? So do I... because this could, like, in theory, make them squirm. And this one would just, like, kind of gift my hand. So I'm leaning towards number 3, personally. Maybe I'll make them nervous.
Incriminating. Now that's a big boy word.
Is it a big word?
Well, maybe you should just fuck off then.
Don't worry. We are
Okay,
resourceful.
never mind. That wasn't it.
We'll find a good topic for us.
I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Beat up his grandma.
There's a sneakering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down. Yes, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Who the fuck is Glenn?
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
He punches Blondie on the shoulder.
Is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
Mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons. Joyce said that they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them. This Cronell is bad news. You know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals with decades of combat experience. They are not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
These mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
See what? That they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor.
He takes a sip of beer, he bides his time, then tries to get the last word in.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Okay. Joyce said that they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them. Oh, hi, Lunar. How's it going? Welcome.
Fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
Conclude with a shrug.
What do you mean, okay?
He jerks forward a bit. I mean, okay, they're going to wipe you the fuck out, Titus. I mean, okay, you got this. You got the numbers. I mean, okay, I'll be on your side when they come. Okay, you got one more gun on your side. Once I find mine, I lost it. No. Oh, fuck, dude. They've been really mean to me. I don't know if I want to side with them, but they did kill a rapist. So I'm not particularly against them personally. I mean, they are gonna wipe you out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that on what might be the eve of battle.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Fuck. I don't like how that conversation went. I'm exhausted. Oh no. Big day at work. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. So far, so good. Kind of chilling. Take an aggressive step closer. Why the fuck not?
Silent. The leader does not flinch. Get further in there. Escalate.
Fuck. Ah, I don't like that. No! Wait! No, wait! What do I do now? Ah! I don't like this. I don't like confrontations. Why did I become a cop? If I de-escalate, I look like a pussy. But you are what you eat, right?
What are you looking at, copper?
I'm gonna take off now. Alright, that didn't go great. Let's go talk to Joyce and tell her that that didn't go great. Return to the Hardy Boys with more evidence. Try talking to their boss or examining their tracks on the crime scene or the belt around the victim's neck. I can do that. I can do that. Alright, let's do it.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Alright, get an exact count.
8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right, the Hardy Boys in the mess hall of Whirling in Rags.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dick, Titus Hardy. The one with the bald cap on his head.
Interesting.
They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy.
Continue counting.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck.
Interesting.
3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. The inked banger, perhaps. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print.
What else?
5. Another standard work boot. Reinforced toes. Number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn.
Okay.
6. Light as air. Same make of boot. But number 41, small like a rat, shanky.
Count the rest.
7, the glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus, carrying something.
The last one?
8, another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious, a missing 8th Hardy Boy.
Interesting.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy
8.
Boys were here.
8 actually.
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
A leader like Titus doesn't let one of his guys out of sight easily, especially at a time like this.
Light step number 41. Shoe point a heavy one. 200. An aberration. One sole is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy.
Wonder who he is.
Oh, this one's easy. Way too easy. It's a driver.
Ooh, a driver would wear down their right shoe before the left. The accelerator's on the right. And remember that abandoned lorry cabin we
There's a piece
found?
of sandpaper glued to the throttle.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses as his eyes light up with excitement.
That the missing lady driver was also present at the lynching? That's it. She's the Old Soul.
She's also the one running the drug trade. Interesting.
Now we know who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the entire union is involved, maybe even all of Martinez. No. Those jerks, definitely. Not necessarily. The lady driver could have kept the drug trade a secret. This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions. Ooh, I like that.
We should still go and see what Titus Hardy has got to say on the matter. This might throw them off, work in our advantage. So, what else?
Light step 41 soul.
That's the skinny Hardy Boy. The one with his front teeth missing.
Yes.
I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
Alright, how old do you think these tracks are?
Maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Revachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Okay. We love that. Alright, and let's maybe try and inspect
He still is, looking right through you. With
No. I don't think we can inspect the belt yet. That's fine. Let's go. This was some good information that we got. Hello, sir.
Looks
We're
like
back.
The circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh, wow. You're so funny. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here.
He says it's you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
Ooh, she?
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her. She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl. Who might it be? Elizabeth?
No.
Gardner?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And
He points at the lieutenant.
you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Okay.
Good. We are all watching each other.
The lieutenant
Officer,
just has
your question.
spectacles.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was good. I think that was successful. Yeah, sit down, bitch. Alright, what do you have to say for yourself, Miss Ma'am?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why
Are you
wasting your time?
No, she's not the hardy girl. We know this. Man, interesting. And tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them.
You see a heavy...
Hmm.
The man ponders his...
Okay, interesting. I wonder what next.
Can I help you?
Because that lady, like, we need to find her somehow, right? The lorry driver? Also, how do we get up to the roof, I wonder? Not here. Because that's the girl's room. Are there stairs over here? No, those go down. I don't know. I don't know how to get to the roof of the hotel. Would be nice though. Oof. But how do we find that lady though? I don't think there's anything else we can do with the truck.
This found A to Z. The smell of cigarettes.
Yeah, no, I figured. I don't want to talk to her. She freaks me out. What do I wonder?
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into the... Do you know what you should do with that money?
Shut the fuck up, electrochemistry. Every time. Oh, wait, maybe I can maybe I can pay my bill early for the hotel, so I don't have to worry about it. It should be 20 a night, I think. Or maybe not, I don't know. Let me check. A prison at the lynching is also involved in the drug trade through the harbor, which links them to the Hardy Boys. See what Titus has to say about it. So he does want me to do that. Interesting. I don't know, because Kim was like, we're done here.
Can I help you?
Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Take it easy on him. Deep down, he really hates being the guy who has to remind you.
I know, he's fine. Alright, let's try the confrontation, shall we? Why not? We've already caught him this far.
The circus left town.
Guess what? I've connected you to the drug trade.
Hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
You just call me fat?
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints.
Him. Mic dropping.
Coup de grâce?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
No, do the honors. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're
the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly.
He grins.
For the good of the community, of course.
That's disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off of poisoning your own people. Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this way you have some control over it. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact that there's still plenty of drugs out there. He knows for a fact. But yeah, this is disgusting.
Who fucking who? People will always be taking drugs. Might as well do it clean and organized.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about. Clean and organized. And the Hardy Boys are running it.
Theoretically, of course. We're just
Well, thanks for the hydrate.
politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
The 8th Hardy. The one who's a girl. Well, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
Answer is, fuck off.
He takes a step closer.
Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
I beg to differ.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
The woman sighs.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though. All right. Beautiful time for a stretch break. Thanks, Lunar. Oh. Man, what an adventure. This is getting... The plot is thickening considerably. Now we just need, like, a radio, right? To, like, listen into, like, the frequencies that the female lorry driver was listening to for the drug trade stuff. I'm here for it. Woo! Stretch. Good stuff. Alright, we leveled up. Look at us. Let's do... Ooh, what do we do? Physical instrument. We need strength. Okay. Equip and complete the volumetric shit compressor thought. Yeah, I'm trying. But I don't have fucking points. Wait a minute. No, I don't know. I don't know about that. This is what I studied law for?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you...
Wait, is it now time to look out the window?
Again, you find yourself looking at that big old...
Yep. Not the time. That's interesting. This is all very, very interesting. Let's go talk to Joyce. She's gonna have stuff to say to us, I think. Hopefully. Because otherwise, I don't know. I'm gonna be a little lost. But, I mean, she wanted us... She told us about the like military people going rogue and stuff. She probably didn't want it to get to the point of violence, but now we know that these people just want to like to get out.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
No new...
Of course. Anything to help. I am sorry. What would you like to know? Good.
Okay, she doesn't want to talk about it. Interesting. Interesting. Man. What do you then? Try talking to their boss or examining either the tracks or the crime scene or the belt around the victim's neck. I can't do the belt because I can't you know, look at it because I get sick or whatever. Can't talk to their boss because Mesherhead is in my way. I don't really know about that. Put the advanced race theory idea into a free internalized slot in your head. If there's no free space, free slots, free one up, then pass some time. When it's internalized, return to Mesherhead. This is how thinking is done. Hold on. You do not have enough skill points available. Fuck! Oh, little shits, dude. Why do they do this to me? Can't do this until tomorrow. I'm not gonna find the booze. Yep. Just stumbled across it down the line. Who put your clothes in the trash? Who did put my clothes in the trash? Let's go talk to Garte again. Because he said something like, probably the people that pick up the trash have unlimited access to the trash can. But I don't really know, like, we haven't really met anyone who is a trash man, right? As far as I understand, anyway. Hello there, sir.
Can I help you?
Another thing at the Whirling.
Great.
I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen? The phone line is dead. There's a mysterious blue steel lure. There's something else I wanted to talk about. Ooh, I can't ask him about it. Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Tell me about this rare insect your husband is looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, you know, let's hear about
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
Oh, yeah. Here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us officers.
She looks you in the eye and nods thoughtful.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Establishment. I thought so.
What makes you think the phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper
About a bug?
encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have.
Most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
So is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Okay. So what's so special about this stick bug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
The woman's face flushes with
I
embarrassment.
can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Okay. So your husband is a scientist of some kind. Or it's like cryptozoologist.
Pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed. He just says that in front of her? That's savage.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Hobby?
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids?
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Okay, Kim, just one little cryptid, promise.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids.
What's the most dangerous cryptid?
The gnome of Jeroma.
It passes for effect. The gnome of Jeroma. That sounds terrifying.
Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What does this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Interesting.
Of course, dear.
That is really odd. Isn't that like an... I mean, there's all kinds of interesting characters in this game, but that one was a little on the weirder side. Do I have anything to say to you?
Hello, sir. How is the
investigation? Finally!
Found any curses yet?
Yeah, I found a way into the doomed commercial area.
Oh, that's great. I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
Oh, I guess. Who is that? Point to the woman browsing books.
That's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed.
Distressed? Why is she distressed?
I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Interesting. Hey, do you need me to knock out your husband? Maybe your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
This little girl over there told me you have a bad husband.
Excuse me? A bad husband? What do you mean?
Not a nice and helpful sort?
Policemen just go around repeating what some kid off the street said?
Yeah.
She doesn't mean to be antagonistic, but she can't help coming off defensive.
She isn't just some kid off the street. She seems very mature for her age. No, those were her words, not mine. I'm merely asking.
Some friendly advice, Mr. Policeman? Don't listen to kids.
So you don't have a bad husband? Oh, maybe this is Kuno's mom.
No, I don't. I have a good husband. The kind and helpful sort. And he's not missing.
He's totally missing.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Shouldn't you know?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
He looks you straight in the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. I can totally help you find your missing husband. Suit yourself then. I don't really care if your husband is missing. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing indeed. I can totally help you. Yeah.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's all right to not know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
What do you mean, maybe it's something else then? Inland, I'm going all in because you are telling me that her husband is missing. Maybe your children are missing?
No, absolutely not.
Her words come out quickly as gunshots. Okay, so where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
You're definitely deserved by now. Nanny, where are they? I'm a police, whatever. I police whatever I want. Where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance. What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before.
Where am I going with this? I don't understand. What if something awful has happened? What if they're in the sewers?
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jamrock. There's nothing to worry about.
She's getting upset. Her voice has risen as she tries to convince herself that her daughters are safe.
Why am I freaking this lady out?
They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they aren't missing after all. Tell me something else.
The woman before you, not.
That was so weird. What a weird interaction. Why did I do that? I don't like that at all. Okay. What time is it? Whoop. Okay. You guys? It's that time of the day. I'm ending it a little bit earlier today. A little bit earlier than usual, but I have a bunch of stuff to do. So I'm gonna go do that. But it was great playing. I kind of missed this game. It's been like a week since we played it last time, I think, or a little bit over a week maybe. Ah, can't wait until we get a little bit of a crack. You know, the second we get past Mesherhead, I bet everything else would just kind of fall into place. And I'm not sure if I'm just a fucking idiot. Like, am I supposed to already have gotten past them? I don't really know. But anyway, we shall continue in the future. I'll be back on Thursday with some Lies of P. Very exciting. And until then, I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you then. Bye!